Hey everyone, and welcome. It's the Trail Runner's Journey, the TRJ Live Show, episode 48. Ask Sherry. I'm not good enough. All right, we are live. So, how many of you have ever felt not good enough? Besides me. Besides me. So, have you ever done a race, or you're in the race, or you're looking and went, I'm just not good enough, or you've done something? And I'm going to overlay not good enough to not fast enough. They're both the same thing in here. I actually watched from afar. My run client did his first 50K, and actually it's his first decent trail race. So he did his first 50K this weekend, and it was exciting for me to watch. It really was. And when he came in off his first 25K loop, he had asked, "Am I the last one?" And he was quickly assured that no, he wasn't. So he did really well. Oh my gosh, he did very well. He finished strong. He had a nice, strong finish. But it's interesting how there's that almost knee-jerk reaction of, am I good enough here? Am I fast enough? And so let's take a really good look at that, because I don't think I'm the only one that has been plagued by those three little words. Those three little words are actually quite powerful. So let me know in the comments if any of you felt not good enough. And this really creeps in, especially when you get a DNF, a did not finish. And this is really, it can be a horrible feeling. So let's look at this. Let's unpack this. So not good enough. There's two situations, and I'm going to go number one. Let's look at it as data. Okay. No emotion involved. It's data. And it was, you weren't good enough or fast enough to meet the cutoff or finish the race. Now, why could that be? And when we look at it, why could that be? Now, it could be there was a rainstorm that came up, a hailstorm, or, so for example, a mama bear with cubs decided to have a picnic in the middle of the trail and you're just not going anywhere. It could be for things beyond your control, because I can't control the weather, you can't control the animals do. That has no reflection on you. The second way you look at, was I trained enough? Was there something in my training that I didn't do? Could I have done better? Maybe my nutrition wasn't on point, or my hydration, or maybe I didn't prepare enough. If you look at that as data only, this is fuel. This is fuel to take your training to the next level, so you're even more prepared for the next race. So the beauty of not good enough is you could use it as fuel to level up and use it as a learning experience, because it's looked at as data only. And this is actually the empowering way to look at a not good enough. DNF. That's a prime example. All right, I didn't finish the race. How come? How come? What was I missing? Was I missing something? Or was it just not my day? Okay. And the most empowering thing you can do is look at it without the emotion. But there's this other one of when we look at ourselves and compare ourselves to the rest of the field and we feel not good enough. That's the one that stings. And here's the reality. That is the one that is actually more destructive. And who's doing this? The destructive part actually is you. Unless there was, hey, you and me, we're racing this race. It's you against the course. So the best thing to do and the most empowering thing to do is remove that emotion. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling crappy right now because I'm feeling not good enough. Acknowledge that, but then flip the script. What did I do? What did I do that in this race that was good? Did I toe the line? Did I finish? The answer is yes, you finished. It's you against the course. So actually, you conquered the course. And this doesn't matter if it's a trail race, a road race, a triathlon, whatever it is. It's you against the course when it comes down to what it ultimately is. You against the course. Even in a DNF, it's you against the course. And that's the bottom line. It's not against anyone else. Yes, there are people that are going for podiums and they are racing each other. That's them. But is that you? Unless you made an agreement with somebody that you and this other person were going to race, it comes down to you against the course. So what happens when you do start that? Well, feel the emotion, because you know what? If you deny your emotion, it gets stuck in your energy field. It gets stuck inside of you. And let's get that out. Feel it and then flip it around. What were the great things about this race? Because even a horrid race, there's still some really good things about the race. Look at the good things. Look at what you did right. Look at what worked. First of all, look at what worked. And here's the thing: is be grateful. Gratitude. We often hear gratitude. And some of you might be going, oh my God, here we go, gratitude again. No, gratitude is the key to changing just about everything. So if you look at, what are you grateful for? Are you grateful for the shoes you have? Did they work? What about the socks? Were you grateful for the snacks you packed? Were you grateful that you could actually run this thing? Maybe you just recovered from an illness or an injury. Were you grateful that you ran this thing? Are you grateful for the race being there in the first place? List 10 things to be grateful for the race. And the reason to do that is to shift your vibe, to put you into a higher vibration, to get you into a mindset of where you're not in the toilet anymore. Okay. So get you into where you're feeling better about yourself. And then look at, this is not Pollyanna. No way. This is not Pollyanna. This is a shifting of where you're turning this not good enough, this not finishing, this failure into empowerment for the next time. So after you do that, look at a serious look. Okay, what could I improve in this race? What went well? What could I improve? Because there's always something to improve upon. Even those in the gymnastics that score a perfect 10 of where they're judged, there's always room for improvement every single time. Every time. Because the next time you run the race, it's going to be different. So look at what went well and look at where are things to improve. Could something be a bit better? So how to handle that not good enough is, number one, recognizing you are good enough. Yeah, you are. And all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do enough in that period of time. So let's look forward into the future. What can you do that would help you get better? Okay. Maybe it is taking it out of the emotion and going, instead of looking at everybody around, looking at, of course, it's me versus you. And I'm going to beat you. I'm going to own that finish line. May sound hokey, but it works. Have the race. It's about you and the course. Period. End of story. Yes, there's other people. They've got their own things that they're dealing with, but the only one to deal with is you. You against the course. So a DNF, particular DNFs, not good enough. And it's true. Sometimes you're not good enough to meet the qualifications. Personally, right now, I'm not good enough to meet Boston. I'd have to be about 110 years old before I qualified for Boston. Am I concerned about that? No. No, not really. Because you know what? I have no desire to run Boston. And that's okay. Many do. I'll give them my spot. But I look at, all right, I DNF'd at this race. What can I do? Do I really want to come back and do this race? It's a time for reflection. It's a time to think about what you really, really want and focus on what you really, really want. Is this really something? It might be a skill. You go, yeah, great, wonderful. And I really don't want to improve in that. I'm good. And it's okay to be good with that. Very much so. So I'll leave you with, for the week, as we're getting into race season here, it's our first 5 peaks on Sunday. And this is a way to go into that race, to go into this race season. All right, it's me against the course. Me against the course. And after every race, do a journal at the end. Do a journal, what worked and what could be improved. Because you know what? Celebrate acknowledge what worked and what went really well, and be grateful for what worked and what really went well. Then make a list. What can be improved for next time? It could be subtle. It could be like, I'm not wearing those socks anymore. Or it could be, I'm packing pins the next time because I don't like to scrounge for them. Whatever it is. Be grateful for those too, because they're a learning experience. Every race, you learn something about yourself. You learn something of how you can improve. And you know what? You realize something. You're at the top of the heap of 7 billion people in this planet, and look at what you're doing. That's something to be proud of. That's something to recognize about yourself and be proud of. Okay. So recap once again, good enough. That's fuel. That's fuel to get to the next level. And it's very, very empowering to do that. And if you're in a funk, you know what? Recognize where you are and start looking at, what did I do good? Because look at what you do good. Make a list, be grateful, celebrate those things, and then look at what you can improve. Because you know what? That's just becoming a better and better and better you. So until next time, have an amazing week. And if you're at the 5 Peaks Terwilliger, I'll see you at Dawn Patrol. So until then, have an amazing week. Get out there, get some sun, and remember, look at what you did well, and then look at what can be improved on. Because you know what? Take it to the next level. Have a great day.